how we got here. And we really do have a rich and a storied history. We are the merger of two associations, and it's been an incredible journey. I have the blessed honor of serving as the fourth moderator, and the tagline we have been operating under is Uniting Churches, Transforming Communities, just pulling together and pooling together our resources that we might be able to do more, that we might be able to have a greater impact. I believe that a rising tide should just lift all ships. So as we work together, all of our churches can be just a little bit better. And I will say to you all, the engine of UMBA and probably the best ministry that we offer, I believe, is through our Christian education department and doing events and activities such as our Spring Institute, which is coming up April the 20th through the 23rd. And we are so blessed, sitting right here next to me, looking fly, looking amazing, glowing up, is the Reverend Brenda Richardson. This is where I need that crowd noise thing to just come in. This is Reverend Richardson, y'all. Reverend Richardson.
Hey.
How are you?
I am great. I am wonderful. I am just
Thank you for blessing us with a window of your time. For somebody who claimed to be retired and a part-time at her church, she sure is busy. So she just finished teaching her Bible study in our fellowship hall, and now she's here to talk to us. You know, outside of my executive assistant, I would say that I probably talk to you the most.
Praise God.
And give you the most work.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's do a rundown.
Yes, he does, everyone. Okay.
So let's do a rundown. One of the things we do this year, one of the classes we offer is going to be, we're going to have a trifecta of teachers.
Yes.
3 of whom are graduates of, and they've completed our teacher certification. So this time last year they were matriculating, and this year they're going to be teaching. They're going to be working together to teach. I'm excited about that class. But say a little bit about the teacher certification. That's huge.
Yes, teacher certification happens every other year.
Okay.
So that was last year. So this year we have a group of teachers that are ready to be in place and teach, and they are teaching together. 3 of them are teaching together, but the teacher certification lasts for about 6 weeks, and it lasts, your certification is for 3 years.
I feel like it's longer than that. It's 6 weeks.
Well, it probably felt longer than that, but over the time period, it might have taken 2 or 3 months. And Deacon Brenda Richardson does an outstanding job as the sort of the dean of that. I would have to say that she's the dean of teacher certification. And I come alongside her.
Hey, I think it's worth mentioning. So I have several who participated. One of my ministers is working on a doctorate of ministry degree. The other one has an MBA as well as a master's in Christian education. Both of them still were raving about how good that experience was.
Yes, and that's what I've heard from everyone.
That's all I've heard from everybody.
That's all I've heard from everyone. And Brenda, again, they did a great job. And then working together, that makes a big difference, because oftentimes I would go into the classes and there would be a spirit, the Holy Spirit would just be kind of hovering over there, and they would say, well, you had to be here. The Spirit came in. And so that is the way that they learned. And I'm excited about the 3 teachers that will be coming together. They felt more comfortable, and also it gives them an opportunity to get their feet wet. And so I know that they're going to have a great class. They will be working together every day. But each one will have a particular day that they are specifically responsible for. And they are still meeting weekly to fine-tune their class.
Look, they are excited. I'm excited. So who would you say the teacher certificate program is for?
So a teacher a Sunday school teacher, is good for a Sunday school teacher, ministry leaders, because oftentimes a ministry leader has to teach. And so mentors in a group, in any church, as well as small group leaders. And everyone that thinks, well, I already know all I need to know and I don't need to know no more because I know what I know. You might want to come to just to hone your skills. I think we can all learn.
Yeah.
Every time I would go to the class, I learned some more.
Excellent. No, this is exciting. So this class is going to be titled Strengthening Our Spiritual Foundation, Church Community, and Mission. It's going to be taught by Reverend, soon to be Dr. Kathy Bonaparte, Reverend Rodney Jackson, and then Reverend Darnell Palmer. So you have about 7 or 8 offerings for our Spring Institute, but let's be clear, you can only sign up for one class. So I think what I would suggest and recommend, I'll say this to my churches, that, you know, if you're with a group, maybe some of you all split, do different classes, then later on you can share notes or something like that. But we want everybody in one class. Because these classes are intended to kind of build on something. So,
and from one day to the other, it builds.
Absolutely. You want to be there every day. Yep, you want to be there every day.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's teacher certification. Now let's talk oratorical contests.
Yes, oratorical contest. I'm so excited about it. This year we have even more churches represented than we did last year. I think we've gone from 7, we have 9.
Wow.
Each church can have 2 students in
Only 2 from each
division.
That's a hard fast.
That's a hard
rule?
fast. It is. It is. It is.
Okay.
So if you have more than 2, they know you will eliminate them at your church.
We got to work that out on the church level. Okay.
You
So
got to work it out at
2
the church level.
from, and how many?
3 divisions.
3 divisions.
3 divisions. There's the junior preparatory, then junior, and then senior. And so you can have 2 students in each one of those divisions. And the teachers and administrators, advisors have been doing a great job. I have an assistant, and she is awesome, and she's coming out of Antioch Baptist Church, and Antioch won last year.
They did win last year.
So I said, I need to have her to assist me for this, and she is doing a great job. So we're looking for winners. Last year's UMBA, 2 of our students won at the state level. And that is what is so very honoring and so important. We have a student this year. I'm excited. Last year, we do a scholarship for UMBA. And so we have a student. He won last year at the senior level, and he is eligible for the scholarship that is given to the senior that wins the competition for UMBA. And that does not preclude him from applying for other scholarships within UMBA.
Absolutely.
So that's $1,000. So we're excited that he will receive that scholarship this year.
Excellent.
So it is, and the scholarship and the competition will be on May 17th. May 17th at 3:00 p.m. And then the competition, the state competition, will be on June 26th in Durham, North Carolina.
Excellent.
At Central.
Excellent. So we're marking our calendars for May the 17th.
Yes.
At 3 p.m. Come support. We'll have 9 churches participating, several children from these churches. And again, last year we won 2 out of the 3 categories. And I think we are poised to do well again. I'm super proud. And one of the things we added as a bonus and an incentive for our kids is, so UMBA, we do scholarships to all partnering and participating churches anyway. So you can get the scholarship either as a graduating senior out of high school or as a rising sophomore while you're in college. So we do those scholarships, and information is available for that on our website, but also as an added incentive and bonus for our children who do the oratorical, we're giving an additional $1,000 scholarship to the winners.
That's going to be so great.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
And many churches, let me also say, we recognize our own students in our churches.
That was fun.
Every church recognizes their children and their youth in a special way, either by letting them do their speeches on the day after the competition, as well as giving them all kinds of love and gifts. So we really encourage every church to do that, and every church has been so sweet and wonderful to do that. It's a big deal. It's very, very important, and it's life-changing. Doing a speech at this level will prepare you for college and high school, because you don't get this training in high school, and when you go to college, the first thing they do is they put you in a speech class, and you don't know how to do a speech, but you'll learn if you go through the oratorical contest.
No, this is huge. This is huge. And, last year was the first year that children from my church have participated, and walking alongside them. I mean, I just could not have been more proud. They learned, they grew so much, and we ended up giving them Amazon gift cards in the end, and they were very appreciative of it. But it's a lot of work, and
it is a lot
they
of work.
all did a good job. And the competition was stiff.
Yes.
Very stiff. I'm glad I wasn't in it. And I thought,
Yes,
I
they
do
were
this for a living.
serious. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, and I don't want none of that smoke.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you for that. So we're doing teacher certification every 2 years, oratorical contest. We have our calendars marked. Now, we also have you, this 9-page document in my hand is a comprehensive guide to what you have, with your committee, pulled together for our Spring Institute.
Yes.
April the 20th through the 23rd. We're going to be at Oak Grove Baptist Church, where the esteemed Reverend Dr. Franklin Watkins has been serving now for 21 years. He'll retire later this year. And he is a son of Reader. We could not be more proud and appreciative. That's a beautiful church. It's a great space. We're going to have plenary sessions every night. First night we'll have plenary session. Then we'll have preaching. Reverend Dr. Janice Williams, who has done some writing herself, and she's going to be with us. You have invited back our friends from the Sunday School Publishing Board. That was informative.
Yes.
And I actually, I think I've talked to you offline about some work and some writing I wanted to do with my church. The Sunday School Publishing Board is forefront in my mind now. And
they are a publisher.
I've been in a relationship with them since last year and learning about what they do. So they'll be back, and a few churches use their material as it relates to last year. So
that's big. Conversion.
It's humongous.
It's called conversion.
Yeah, y'all won
when
some.
You're doing, when you went from one Sunday school curriculum to Sunday School Publishing Board, that's big.
That's a big leap, because we are creatures of habit.
And yes, and it is a great curriculum. I use it, and I definitely love it. So at least 2 churches that I know of converted. That's
huge. And so we'll do that. Then we'll have several class offerings Tuesday through Thursday. You want to be there. Sign up for your class if you haven't already. The link is in the description. And once you go to that forum, you'll see details as it relates to what these classes are about. I just hope people understand you sign up for one class. Now, because you're never content with just the status quo, you're always pushing and doing extra stuff. So we'll have some people here. We'll have some schools that will be there.
We will. We will have Oak Grove Theological School.
Yes.
We will have Hood Theological Seminary will be there.
Yes, we have several UMBA pastors and products of Hood.
And Gardner Webb.
They
will be there one day. And of course, our own Bright Stars.
Bright Stars at the school program, yes. And Charlotte Christian College they'll be coming a day or so also too. Ironically, the person who's over Charlotte Christian, Reverend Dr. Christopher Harris, ordained through UMBA.
Wow.
So he is a product of our association. So
we'll
have all that. And all your book writing friends.
Yes.
You've been doing some work on that.
Yes.
Who you got and what you got? Say a little bit about that.
Dr. Peacock, Dr. Barbara Peacock.
Barbara Peacock, yes, the Park Church.
Yes.
She's a whole gift.
She is. And she's written a new book.
Okay.
And it is talking about and taking you through doing your spiritual autobiography.
Yeah.
It is a great book. So it's brand new. And so it will be here.
Okay.
Dr. Berry, who is from the Sunday School Publishing Board, has also written a book for women. And she will be here as well. She'll share her book.
She's bringing a book?
She's bringing a book.
Okay, yeah.
She's bringing a book. And we have Minister Jade Harris and Tarika, I don't want to miss her last name, but from Oak Grove. They have written children's books.
Wow, okay.
And so they will have their information and their books to share. So there'll be something for everybody to to take advantage of, because this is about Christian education, and so it makes natural sense that we would have book authors there. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah. So registration is free, but it
Right.
sounds like I still need to bring my credit card.
Well, if you won't mind, just bring a few dollars.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're going to purchase books. We're going to be exposed to institutions of higher learning. We're going to have great preachers, great presenters. I'm just looking forward to it. Again, I think that's a good space. They have been very kind and accommodating.
Yes, they have.
As we've been making preparation, and 2 or 3 of our executive board members are actually members of Oak Grove, and so this is it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be great.
I'm looking
I'm
forward
excited.
to it. Yeah.
As we get closer and closer to it, I get more and more excited. I'm excited about all the classes. I'd like to be one of those persons that's going from 1 to 2.
I know.
But I'm going to do it do as I say. I'm going to choose a class, and I'm going to sit in it. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the speaker.
Yeah.
Reverend Williams.
Oh, absolutely.
I am using her book.
Yeah.
I'm using her book.
Yeah.
So,
You just preached at St. Paul, your church.
I did.
Yeah, did an outstanding job.
And used her book.
Yeah, grateful.
And used her
Grateful.
book. And used her guide.
Grateful.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Well, Reverend Richardson, I just want to offer a word of gratitude to you. We've always known of each other, but I feel like, in serving in UMBA, we have gotten closer.
Yes.
And as the song says, we've had some good days. We've had some hills to climb. But when we think things over, the good days outweigh the bad days. And I appreciate you.
They do.
You're transparent. You are hardworking, and you are passionate about Christian education.
Yes.
And I think that one of the, again, most important things we can offer these other churches are connecting them with these kind of resources, exposing them to some kind of these classes and these opportunities. And you know this, you travel, but not many of our parishioners, not all of our pastors are able to go from this to that. And I pick on your pastor. He's over seemingly half of the national denominations and conferences and conventions in the USA. So, he just, lives in that space and whatnot. But not all pastors are able to travel. Not all parishioners are able to go. So I love that we're able to offer, more of a microcosm and something that's specifically catered to our Mecklenburg County context.
Yes.
And the joy of it is, and this has happened in previous years too, whereby, because you only have but so much time in these classes. The plenary sessions are going to be just 45 minutes.
Right.
But you're able to make a connection. Then later on, these are people that you can invite back to your church.
Exactly.
And that you can connect with.
Exactly.
As well too. So,
Exactly.
and you go around to churches as well, don't you?
I will. If invited, yes, I will come to your church and do your workshop on a topic you choose, and I will be happy to come. And I've done a smaller teacher training for churches.
Okay.
I will do that. It's just a matter of an ask.
Excellent.
I'll be glad to come to your church and talk about that, spiritual gifts. Different topics are my favorites, but I will cater to what and align with what you want. It's just a matter of a phone call.
Excellent. All right. Y'all hear that? You have not because you ask not. She's willing to come. Just reach out.
Yes.
Just reach out. So that's exciting. Lastly, I would be remiss not to mention, we did this last year. We're going to do it again. When we finish the Spring Institute, we will probably do a survey.
What will?
And we will think through it. And we're going to take a teeny bit of a break so that we can then begin to start planning for our one-day session.
Woohoo.
So, calm down. Don't jump off the stage with all this excitement.
I loved it, though. I do.
So September, I don't remember
19th.
the date, 19th, we're going to do, so Spring Institute is nightly. On the 19th, we'll be at St. Paul.
St. Paul.
Baptist Church, 1401 Allen Street.
Yep.
Yeah, with Reverend Dr. Robert Charles Scott's the pastor, who won't be there, but he's giving his blessing.
Yes.
Because he's going to be somewhere. But he is kind enough and gracious enough to permit us to use the space so that we can have one single day of instruction and teaching. So this won't be an evening thing. This will be a one-day thing. We'll probably, 9 to about 1, so people can leave, can go get something to eat somewhere else because we're not serving. Yeah.
No.
Right. So we'll talk through that.
Yeah, we'll talk
but
through
we'll be working on
Yeah.
the one-day session. Mark your calendars for September the 19th.
Yes.
That'll be when we'll try to assemble everybody again, and then that'll be a precursor to the annual session. This year will be at Ebenezer Baptist Church on 2020 Sugar Creek. And I can never forget that address. 2020 Sugar Creek Road with Dr. Leonzo D. Lynch, and we look forward to being there with them for our annual session. So we got a lot of good things going on in the Life of the Association. I want to thank you for all of your hard work. I'm hoping churches will sign up and participate. Last year we had, I'm sure, well over 300 registrants, and this year I feel like we can go even higher. So
I'm excited about it.
we're going even higher. Strengthening churches from the inside out. And you and I, we have talked a lot about this idea of a healthy church and having good culture in the church, good vibes. Because everything, and plenty of people have observed this prior to me, everything that's growing is not healthy. And I think sometimes, to a fault, conferences and such focus so much on church growth, when what we really be thinking about is what are the health, what's the health of our institution, particularly on this side of the pandemic, and the world is so up and down right now, and we're looking at soaring energy costs, wars. Our churches are in areas where people are stretched already, living food insecure. Resources are stretched, and so many things going on around us that are only exasperating what was already a pre-existing need. I've been here for 9 years. When I got here, Charlotte was ranked last when it comes to upward mobility, and they were talking about affordable housing and all those things. And 9 years later, housing ain't got no more affordable than it was, and it was bad then. So we got a lot going on, but I think, the church and the work we do, it matters, perhaps more now than ever. People need connection to God, connection to one another. We need community, and we need to have these conversations.
Yeah, it's foundational.
Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Well, look, I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you go so you can go do more work.
Thank you so much.
You've had a good day, so maybe get a nap.
Yes.
But then also, I'm sure you have some other work to do. But
thank you.
From my heart, thank you so much for your leadership. I'm grateful.
I thank you for your kindness, and just thank you for your leadership. And that is truthful, and that's honest from me.
Oh yeah, because you don't lie anyway. You just wouldn't say nothing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. And it's an honor to serve.
Grateful. All right, friends, April 20th through the 23rd, we want to see you at Oak Grove Baptist Church, Harrisburg, for our Spring Institute, Strengthening Churches